Howdy everybody, this is the Gangster Farmer outstanding in his field. So behind me I have a soybean field. Yeah, so it doesn't really look like a soybean field. So it's a rye field that I planted into roughly 2 weeks ago. And it's been the coldest May on record here in Ohio. So those soybeans have just now come above the ground. So over here, even though all this rye, they've just now come above the ground. So about a week ago, I came through here right before it rained and killed off this rye. So it grew from September to about May 1st. And it got pretty good height on it, maybe almost 2 feet. So if we come in here and look, these soybean heads are just now popping up. I use it on agronomist term, necking. It's when their heads start popping up. Those two first leaves, come here and look. These two first are called cotyledons. We have residue down here, cause kind of no-till into it. So right here's one, right here's another. These beans are really good at coming right through the residue. So right there's the two cotyledons. Come tomorrow, those will open up. And then a week after that, the three leaves, the unifoliate, that's a hard word, unifoliate, will open up on the soybean, or trifoliates. So that's what we have going on over here. So over here, I actually planted as well here at the end of April. And I didn't kill this rye off for a couple reasons. I didn't get in until October, so I didn't have as much winter growth, fall growth last year. So I wanted to let it grow some more. Also, it has been not only historically cold, but historically wet spring too. So when I have that moisture, I'm not worried about letting this rye grow, because the longer I can let that rye grow, the better it's going to be for me for the rest of the year. So over here, in this rye, we still have some growth. You notice in most fields like this, you'd see lots of weeds. With this rye, it lets out an allopathy, which is a toxic chemical, kind of, not really chemical, but toxic. It's natural to let tiny weed seeds, they won't grow. So that's one of the main reasons why I want this rye to grow as long as possible, so it cuts down on our herbicide program out here. So I look over here and those beans are coming up as well. They're kind of bunched up right there. So you want to look for spacing. Soybeans are planted at a pretty high population. It can vary, but definitely six-figure, above 100,000, way above 100,000 seed population. So there's quite a few soybeans out here, and with it being a colder start, you hope to see more of them, but we'll do some stand counts here coming up, and we'll do a video about that. So I'm really excited to see this field come fall, because I got this rye that I terminated last week, and the beans are up. So probably this week that rye will end up completely dying. And I got this rye over here that is still growing. So probably come this weekend, so about maybe 3 weeks after I planted, I will terminate this. I will do a one-pass system to kill this rye off. So I'll be really excited to watch this field this year to see what kind of weed pressure I have, if it's different, and of course the big thing for all, the final yield. So that's just kind of what my beans are looking like out here in these different termination time periods of my rye field. So Gangster Farmer is out here, outstanding in his field. Peace out.